Commander Davis was a clone commander who led the K Company under Aayla Secura and Commander Bly's 327th Star Corps. He served at the First Battle of Geonosis and was also given a Medal of Valor for risking his life to save two of his injured brothers in the face of certain death. So who was Davis serving with at the time of Order 66, and did he accept the order? I'm going to break down exactly what happened to Commander Davis during Order 66 and the immediate aftermath. Before we get into it, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more awesome Star Wars lore content. As the war was nearing its end, Commander Davis was dispatched to the frozen planet of Ordo to support Jedi General Nem Bees in the battle that was about to begin there. As Davis and his men were traveling to the planet, General Bees managed to gain access to a holonet transceiver on the surface of Ordo, which allowed him to establish contact with Davis's men and give them a specific time to arrive in the Ordo system. General Bees was forced to give his men a designated time to enter the planet's atmosphere because it was covered in large, powerful shield generators which could not easily be broken through. Eventually, Davis led his Hawkbat battalion of clones to the atmosphere of Ordo at the designated time, allowing General Bees to lower the shield and move his men onto the surface. Once on the surface of Ordo, Davis and his men trekked through the harsh terrain of the planet until they eventually made it to the Republic Command Center and began to unpack their weapons and equipment. Once they had settled in and set up, General Bees organized Davis's Hawkbat battalion into squads, assigning different ones to different areas of the battlefield. They eventually began the task of pushing back the droid armies on the planet, making significant gains on the Separatists, pushing them back significantly. Eventually, however, the chilling message from Chancellor Palpatine had arrived and was transmitted to each of Davis's men. After a week of tough and gritty fighting, Order 66 was called. Davis received the message and accepted it unconditionally. He and the rest of his men believed that the Jedi had committed treason and had tried to assassinate the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic. Davis and his men were outraged and disgusted that the Jedi leaders that they had served under would betray them so badly. Because of this, they reacted very harshly to General Bees. While General Bees was leading his men in an assault from the front, his formerly loyal men lined up behind him, with Commander Davis leading. In the same way that Ki-Adi-Mundi and Aayla Secura were cut down, Davis and his men fired their battle-hardened blasters at the Jedi General, filling his body with scorching blue light. Although all of his men fired at General Bees, Davis was the clone who had the unfortunate reality of taking the shot which dealt the final blow. Such a sad ending to the story of Commander Davis and General Bees. Davis had survived many battles during the Clone Wars up until this point and was an incredibly capable leader. Even after his first Jedi General was killed on the planet Altair 5, he managed to gather his strength and rally his troops together to win the battle. He was one of the most loyal soldiers a Jedi could ask for until the tragic deception of Chancellor Palpatine took over. Ultimately, however, his loyalty lied with the Republic first and foremost, and not with the Jedi Order. So that is the story of how Commander Davis executed Order 66 on his Jedi General Nem Bees. Let me know down below if you want to see more videos on Commander Davis. His story is really interesting. Thanks so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.